Okay. Hello everyone. Hope you had a great day, and I hope you all good. Welcome to um my okay. From the I gave an outline of how we're going to be doing the presentation. Okay. Like if the hangout is filled up, please you can view the meeting using I'm going to place a link, a YouTube link with which you can view the meeting. So if the hangout can only contain 10 people, so it is full, you can please view the meeting with on YouTube. I am going to place the link right now on the site. Okay. I just did that. I just posted the YouTube link right now on the on the site. Okay, so if you can tell your colleagues. Okay, if difficult to if you're finding it difficult to join the meeting, and if it's telling them that the hangout is full and all that, they can view the meeting using the YouTube link I sent. Okay, the full house. I just posted the YouTube link on the site right now. Okay, from the arrangements, we're supposed to have started. I don't know why it's taking group seven to be precise. I don't know why it's taking group seven this long to why it's taking them this long to give me a signal that they're ready. From from the schedule, we are going to have group seven present. Group seven is presenting first, followed by circle seven is presenting first, followed by circle three, followed by circle four, followed by circle 5, followed by circle 2, and then circle 1. Okay, I'll take that again. Transition is going to be done in this order: circle 7, 3, followed by 5, followed by 2, and circle 1 present last. Now, this is how it's going to go. I need to is the presenter for circle 7 online. Is a group leader is a circle leader for circle 7 online. Sorry, let me get the name. The group leader for Circle 7. That is more culture Steven. More culture Steven online, please. If you are online, I need you to let me know you're online. Circle 7. Is anyone from Circle 7 online? Is any member of Circle 7 online right now? Please, we don't have time. Now, let me make it very clear, okay? The business games is in fact is the most important aspect of the school, okay? Because it is through the business games that you get to understand, you get to understand how you get to understand things, you get to understand our communities more, okay? Now, I'm not going to condone, okay, like you not being present, okay, or you being uh, reluctant when it gets to the business game, because some people tend to hide under the fact that it's a group work and they allow few people to do the work. I'm not going to condone that, okay? And that's why I want you guys to know that without the business games, you're not graduating. Graduating. I told all the group leaders to include the names to include the names of active members of the circle. Sorry, I told all the circle leaders to include all the names of active members in their submission, and that submission has been So if your name is not included in that submission, then it means you are not active in this in that particular circle. Okay, and you know what that means. I I am I am not gonna I'm not gonna like allow you guys to 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 hide under the fact that it's group work and all that. So right now, I sorry, that was by the way. Like I want to really start with this presentation because we don't have time. One from Circle 7 is not available. If anyone from Circle 7 is not available, I will have to go to the next circle. That is Circle 3. Is anyone from Circle 3 online right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello. Yes, sir.
The secretary leader is Etienne Morin. Etienne Umorin,
Yes.
and the
Yes, sir.
presenters are Nabulele Augustine and Osagi. All right.
That's me. Yes.
Okay. Are you the group leader for Circle 3?
No, no. I'm the presenter.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. What's your name?
Kunosage.
Okay. Um. Okay. Sorry. Just a minute. Uh, Secretary. Okay. If you're ready, you can start now. Please, you have to be fluent and you have to be fast. You have 15 minutes.
Okay, sir. Dear participants, you're all welcome to the business game. My name is Nabulele Augustine Osage. I'm representing Secretary. Okay, we're to Thailand. You know where Thailand is located. Thailand is the kingdom, is also known as the kingdom of Thailand, which was previously known as Siam. It has a total area of 530,000 kilometers square, and it is one of the 51st biggest country in the world. It is also the 27th most populated country in the world. Now, that's one. Is that first of all, we have to secure a residential apartment for security. Money which was budgeted for that was about $5,000. Also, we had to look around for instructor. The fact that the language which is being spoken in Thailand is different from our own language, so we have to look for instructor. Rent buses which will take us to the place where we are going to listen. So budgeted by $1,000 for that also. Also, we have to locate the TV station to enlighten other people about the MMM ideology. So projected about $2,000 for that also. That's the printing of banners, face cap, jota, and MMM t-shirts. Awareness by targeting a very dense populated area. And also we have to make sure that the registration was of more than like 700 citizens. So for the tools and knowledge which we have to acquire, first of all, we have to make sure that we had a high broadband network so as to enable us in the communication and spreading of MMA ideology online. Guardian School, the knowledge which we acquire from the Guardian School, which include how to create a Facebook fan page, also how to work with Google account, Google Doc, and also how to how to create school online and also YouTube. So also how to pass this idea to the various people. We have to uh, group ourselves into 10 groups so that we can be able to cover much ground area in Thailand. Also, we also have to use the idea which we got from our SWOT analysis to enlighten them about the benefit, the risk that is involved, the opportunity, and the gain also that is involved in it. And also, we also had an offline presentation, an offline event rather. Also, we event by going to schools and other places to enlighten them about what MMM really stands for and how MMM is trying to elevate from their poor state. Also, we had to make sure that we had face-to-face interaction with them also. Also, we engage in the service of protocol officer, which at our tour guide due to the fact that coming to Thailand, don't we have to have someone that can direct us and take us around the entire place. And also, we have to make arrangements for an apartment our, of our stay there. Step we took was to make sure that, like I said before, divide ourselves into 10 groups so that we can be able to in Thailand. Also, we also engage in the service of community-based transportation, the city and also around the streets. And also, we have to carry out massive campaign by advertising, printing of banners, ads, video jingles, branded TV, so on and so forth. Also, we went about in the provision of food and drinks, photograph and videos, so we can be able to prove that yes, that MMM is really working well. And also, one most vital thing also put in place was security. So we have to make sure that we have security on ground to protect lives and property. Second task, the solution to the second task, well, the solution to the second task was that another. Shall I continue? Okay, the solution to the second task was that we had to make sure that we had enough people to register into the system. Contribution was about $300, and the contribution which was up to made to the system was about $19,000. So in total, we're having total PH of $117,000. So we established people in the system. So we started training managers and guardians and giving them incentive to go out there and encourage people to come into the system so we can have more participants in the system. And then moving on to the solution of the, okay, assuming that we have 100 PH for 100 participants at $300 each, that means it will become $30,000. So in order for the 100 PH to be paid, 30%, there are 30% bonus participant who will be given extra $20 on their $300 contribution. So 100 participants will be equal to now $90 for each of the 100 participants at $90,000 for the participants. So you also have to consider the 20 bonus, which was calculated by the total number of participants, which now amount to $2,000 each, some thousand system. So if looking at that now, 50 participants in their regular GH are refused. So if 50 participants is giving $300, you have about $1,000. So $20 bonus for the 50 participants will not be $1,000. So the 30. So there was the total amount of the 50 will be the addition of their bonus and the interest, which amount to $20,000.
Hello, go ahead, please. Okay, looks like Augustine is having network issues. The president of the secretary. Uh, I hope he gets back online soon.
Hello, sir. Sorry, my network went off before.
All right, please go ahead. If you're having network issues, you can simply change your position wherever you are. Just change your position. Uh, I think it should help. Uh, Please, you can change your position. Please, you can change your position. I think it will help if you change your position, please. Please, we don't have time. Secretary, please, you can change your location and the presentation, please. Okay.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Hello, sir.
You can go ahead. You're
Hello,
clear
Mr.
now.
Paul.
You're clear now. Go ahead.
Down for the to extended the number of days left, but the fruits of the work of help provided. So
Okay, guys. I think the presenter for is really having network issues. Uh, okay. I'm gonna give you some time to try and get back. If you don't come on, I'm afraid we have to go to the next circle.
Good evening, sir. This is Benga OK, the leader of Circle 4 online.
Okay, you want to tell me something?
Now,
Hello, sir, I'm
when
back.
you were doing,
Sorry for
sorry,
my
sir,
net.
when you were doing the rook
Sorry
the other
for my
time,
network. The network is really bad in my area.
you didn't
Group
mention
secretary.
group 4.
I mentioned group four. Group four is presenting after group three. Sorry,
Okay.
circle three. Circle four is presenting after circle three.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, now circle three, you can please go ahead. Secretary, you can go ahead, please. Is the circle leader for secretary online, please? I also have arrangements for this. Oh, all right, guys. I'm afraid I have to discontinue the presentation for circle three. Guys, enough time to connect. I don't know. If you please, if you're having network issues, okay, or you're having troubles coming online, all you need to do is to change your position wherever you are, okay. It helps, okay, if your network is kind of fluctuating or not stable. You can simply try changing your position wherever you are. It really helps. What's going on, Secretary? Should we go on without you, or
I'm trying.
sorry about that. I'm sorry. I have to go to the next circle. Okay. The next circle is circle four. So is the circle okay? So, just a minute. The present the is the group circle four leader. Let's say Benga. Okay, is Benga okay online, please? Circle circle four.
Yes, Benga OK is online for Circle 4.
All right. How you doing?
Very well, sir.
All right. I can see. Okay, three people are presenting. All right, including
Yes,
yourself.
but unfortunately, I'm not seeing any of the other two that Wally and Bookie online yet.
Okay, can you do the presentation like all through?
Yes, sir.
You have the all. You have okay. If you have all the material with you, and Please just go ahead, please.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Our business game project constitutes of 7 group members: myself, Buki, Daniel, Chinzo, Bigeli, Shobo, Wally, and Lilian. So it's not everybody that will participate. So I proceed from there. And the first start, from we are to receive information needed in order to become an MMM guidance. And we're given some tasks to enter into a new country called Thailand. The new country is expected and part of the expectation is for us to try to gather internet facility, working with the team of 7 as we are, and having the knowledge of the school as well to serve as a buffer to help us in carrying out even our tasks. And we're even given 50,000 USD to carry out this tax within the specified period of time. So in the first session, what we had to do is to quickly do a kind of a survey of what Taiwan is all about. And we came up with the idea, okay, Taiwan is an Asian country which has the population of 67.01 excuse me, million citizens in its country. They speak Thai, and the religion there is Buddhism. They use the currency of that is called Thai baht. The duration of this tax is expected to be concluded within a week. There, so we have some objectives which are already outlined. The basic objectives are, for the first tax, is to create awareness and to establish MMM, even the local to the prospective participants in Taiwan, equally to educate them about the benefits, the methodology, the rules, the risks that are involved in participating even in MMM. And our major tax target audience is expected to be the business owners, the small scales, the medium scales, prospective members, civil servants, public servants, students, lecturers, and all walks of life with the general public. So the capital that we were given, it's just like I said earlier, is 50,000 USD. And we were able to make some research equally to convert the 50,000 USD, because it's a local, since we are going to be working directly in the country, in Thailand. We need to know the equivalent of that 50,000 USD, even in Thai baht, and that using a conversion rate of 45 Thai baht to 1 USD. So this team of 7 of us try to do a budget analysis for the logistics that we are going to be carrying out in Taiwan, and we have some analysis which has already been populated in the spreadsheet that we presented. We considered our flight ticket for the hotel booking and logistics even for 7. And getting on ground, we need to equally discuss on how to advertise MMM vividly on the social medias, their TV stations, their radio network, and equally considering the fact that we need to rent and get some places where we need to organize that seminar. Especially our consideration is for all capacity, the feeding for 7, printing of flyers and publications, because this actually serve as a kind of media where we can actually boost to the general public in this manner. T-shirts and other souvenirs are equally included, and we did a budget analysis that ran up to 583 Thai baht currency, amounting to the sum of 16,768 dollars 53 cents. So in if by the time we take out all the expenditure, will be, the total sum of 33 cents. So in the first plan for this project, we need to organize, just like I said earlier, we need to organize seminars in strategic areas to capture even our target market and target consign, sharing flyers, posters, radio, TV, sensitization at various universities, locations in Taiwan, doing a campaign in major markets and social malls, where we know that several people will tend to gather, and equally engage even in bulk SMS and email, using Google Drive to do it, to create a social media link via all the necessary social media that is at our disposal, and doing a registration deposit even for the first week project. And considering all these activities, the proximity per day that we have actually considered is about 60 participants even per day. So averagely, we are looking at an average of PH, considering this planning, the average of PH to be 300 USD, which is about 13,500 to the Thai baht currency of Taiwan. So the total registration projection for per week that we have actually anticipated is expected to be 360 in total contribution, which means for 1 week we are expecting to have 360 multiplied by 300 to give us a total contribution of 108,000 USD in the equivalent version of 4.86 Thai baht currency in Taiwan. So in the second tax, a week has already passed, and the of 300 USD under the MMM Global, we are expected to at least make a provision of 30% growth in terms of participant in terms of participant contribution even at first. So what we have considered even in this regard is to ensure that the in the first 3 weeks, we are able to make 360 registration even per week, just like I said. So 360 per week multiplied by 3 weeks, we are expected to arrive at a total participant on board, which is roughly about 1,080 participants speculated for this contribution for the next 73 weeks. And multiplying the 1,080 participants by 300 USD, this is expected to give us 324,000 USD per contribution. So in this regard, which means for the first, if we are considering the first registration bonus, which is usually 20%, $20. So this is expected to give us 7,200. So in the general pool for the first week, we are expected to have gotten at least 7,200. Even multiplied by 7,200 ratio, we will realize that about 180,000 3% for the first PH, for the first week PH is expected to have given us at least with the $20 registration bonus. This is expected to have arrived at the total contribution to a tune of 147,600 USD for the first participation, for the first week participation in Taiwan. So and at the end for the next 3 weeks, this will arrive even at 324,000 USD. So in a nutshell, the road for a week in our survey, we are expecting at least for the first week, the total should be the 360. For the second week, which is multiple of the first week, that is 720. And the third week, we are expected to have at least 1,080. For the fourth week, so that will be the multiple of 4, which is going to be 1,440 participants in a roll call. So at this level, by the end of 1 month, the total raise contribution should have amounted even to the tune of 400,000. So, which can only be enough to pay even the first level and the second level. So this is getting to be a kind of a concern. So what extra cost that we have even to leverage what we are trying to achieve here is the remaining amount that we have, even as a leftover. We will discover that it will not be enough even for the next even coming week. So we have to come back even to the drawing board and ensure that the remaining balance that we have is properly utilized. So and to re-strategize to ensure that the expenditures is properly executed. So going to the third task, the dynamic growth here is expected because already at this stage, in the first month we have 1,440. So the dynamic growth here is expected by the time to have train at least 30 guidance, and this 30 guidance is expected to have at least bring in each one of the 30 guardians is expected to bring in at least 1 participant each into the guardian into the pool. that is by introducing one person or the other. So at the end of the day, by the time if 30 guidance is able to introduce 3 other participants, 30 participants, this will amount to the tune of total number of participants in a row. So which means the registration for next 1 month is it's expected to be our current, which is supposed to be 1,400 plus the which is the 900. So in total, we are expected to have at least 2,340 participants in the pool. So at $300, the total contribution for the month, it will now be 224 participants, which is expected, multiplied by the total of $300, which is expected to give us the sum of 702 USD. So this will lead us to the fourth even tax, as we have about 2 months to actually execute this particular forum. But considering the fourth tax, it is discovered that a week before this is being executed, there is a kind of money in Thailand, and which is usually celebrated during even a week, and the respective for this period of the celebration, a lot of people decided not to to participate in this our move to encourage, despite the fact that we have pumping several money doing several advertisements even in the past in the previous tax. But we discovered at the end of the day that the total number of participants that we are actually expecting has dropped by the total sum of 75%. So making the action established to have been fortified. So the solution here is to re-energize and to know what we run, exactly how trend from here. It's the 75% drop due to the festive period has occurred, which means the 100% minus 75% will give us the sum of 25%, which is actually which is the actual, being the total contribution that we have been able to realize even for that week, which is expected to be about 100. But now we are having 25%. 75% has been lost due to the festive period. So 360 participants even for the week instead of the 360 that we initially had already planned for. So drop so what we arrive even using this calculation is that the 360 minus the actual that we actually achieved and 70. So which means 270 were the actual participants that we anticipated to have joined even the pool in the community. So in this wise, the 270 in the 270 number of participants that we have lost is expected to be revived, and so we came up with a target that if we need to achieve the lost participants for that week, what we need to do is to come up with an idea. Okay, that the 360 plus the actually lost, then the anticipated will now be 630 that we should be looking for in the next 3 to 4 weeks. And the contribution for this, based on our initial statistics, to 189,000 USD. So how do we achieve even this particular target? So we go back to even to the drawing board even again and go back to the second tax. Note there we have the tax on USD 0.45 that is left even over in that particular tax. So we need to start again to start informing people about informing everybody for the new macro as an incentive. This, what we mean by this is to try to like organize a kind of promo even on the system so that it will energize and attract even people from coming rather than spending their money for the festive period. They will be able to come back into the system because of the incentive that is being introduced into the system. So the massive publication again will need to be re-energized, like increasing our and encouraging people doing more of the bulk SMS and reaching out to the less privileged, doing awareness and community services that will trigger the awareness even to the people the more, and see that all this during this period we're able to during these additional expenditures we're able to to spend about 2,000 even USD. So if by the time we subtract even 2,000 USD from our initial tax, the remaining balance, so we'll be left with 33,090 USD with 54 even cents. So going to the fifth tax, the solution based on the trend in the fourth tax. So we came up with the idea that we have lost, which is the total of 630 that has failed initially. To be able to register the total sum of 250 new participants for 50 was able to raise the total sum of 75,000 USD. So the payment, this resulted into some actually in terms of to cover the cost even of the current deposit as an older participant have not been able to make payment because of maybe because of the festive even period, and new members are not being introduced even into the system, and so many things are actually going because of the festive because of the festive activities in the land. So the drastic measure that was later taken was there's a panic already. We discovered that with this current situation and with the current trend, there is a panic, and it took an earlier point, and we introduced immediately. We need to be careful so that we don't send a wrong signal even to the system. So in this do a kind of publicity again to ensure that the people really knows what the ideology of MMM is all about, and the true features even of MMM, and to equally teach people on how MMM actually works with its benefits, considering the registration bonus, the referral bonuses, the guidance bonuses, and the number of guidance, even as to increase even the number of guidance by promoting and bringing up a training, to a training method, just like what we're having now, to boost the total number of guardians even in the system. So, and training guardian in turn will bring about more recruitment and more members that are very versatile and well versed even in the system, knowing the rules on the PHing and the GHing method to keep the balance flow. Than the GH system that can make the sustainability to be sustained. So these are part of the things that we actually decided to introduce and to ensure that the people are well versed and they are well informed in this current trend of the situation. So the mass publicity using the flyers and the larger billboard publicity and so many other things that we introduced, the handbill, the posters, the banners, the use of social media, the Facebook, Twitter handle, Instagram, and all the other medium that we use in increasing the awareness into the people's faculty. This equally shoot up even our budget, our budgetary plan, with the total sum of 4,000 USD. So, and by the time we deducted the 4,000 USD from our initial balance, which is about $331 $31,090.54. Taking out the 4,000 that we just spent for this additional publicity, if we take it out from there, so we'll be left with the total sum of $27,090.54 cents, and this will take us even to the next even tax, which is tax 6. In this place during this month, there was additional delay even in the increase. So the referrals, the activities almost reduced, everything almost getting paralyzed even in the system. So because old members do not want to attract even new members, nobody is introducing new members into the system. So everything is almost going into, you know, a deep fall. So we now decided to bring up a solution, which is the pause mode. We are trying to avoid initially in the fifth tax. So at this point, there is a need for us to really salvage the current situation by introducing the pause mode. So because of the panic during the meeting, we have proper information to disseminate to the people, especially the group of the guidance, and pass this same information to the guidance, and equally inform everybody to try to relate the same thing into their downlines. And with this, when there is increase even in GH, when the GH increases even more than the PH, definitely this will cause a major rancor even in the system. So each guardian is expected to encourage one another to discuss the matter of interest even to the people, and create further awareness even to the ongoing pool, so that the encouragement will lead to people, you know, PHing more than the GHing, you know, the pattern. So going to the seventh stage, we realized that all efforts, you know, geared towards reviving the current situation has proved even abortive. So a restart needs to be introduced to remove the marvels, so that we can start from even the beginning. though this we know equally that it's going to cause a kind of a ripple effect, both negatively. Some might end up losing some money, but initially, part of the rules of MMM is to ensure that you participate with your spare money, so that anything that goes during this particular scenario, it wouldn't be something that is hurting even to one. So coming up with this, we compare even the previous expenses that was made. You know, the remaining balance that we have, even as from this tax is about 27,000 after we deducted the last 4,000. So we have the total sum of 27,090. Sorry, 27,000. Yeah, $90.54 even cents. Therefore, the leftover would be currently the sum of $20,000, $475.37 cents. So the total expenditure for seminars and adverts and everything that was expense even on amounted to the tune of 15,000 USD. So at this level, the solution that we have is a restart. Does not mean the collapse even of the system, because the restarting the system does not mean that that the system has already collapsed. But the best option to revive the system is to introduce the pulse mode, just like we said even earlier, and to restart by taking away some of the old Mavros and ensure that there is a leverage even in the system. So we also let the participant, other person that is involved in this, to be aware that to be aware of the rules and the participation in MMM. Even again, it's that everybody needs to participate with their spare money, so that we don't lose out even so large each time things like this can come in place. So we invite some guardians who are currently experienced in other countries to come into Taiwan to help restart even the process, because we need experience to actually to bring to revive a particular dying community or business in this case. So the human nature is part of the things that we could have constituted to this particular situation, and of course the ignorance of the people and the unbalanced degree of float of both the pH and the GH equally contributed to the current trend. So when the confidence has started returning back, then registering even again that had been lost, so, you know, in the system. So to hold the timers, not as payback, but in this case was just to a kind of incentive, you know, to that will fall back even to the hands of the whole participant that were in the system. And again, we educated, we needed to educate the guidance even this time, not to focus basically more on the bonuses even again, but rather to teach everyone, especially their downline, their various downlines, the true ideology of MMM, even and not the high yield of investment program as many of us as equally turned it even to be. Furthermore, we decided to put in place a checker even on the Mavro to all the Mavros that have exceeded more than 30 days even in the system. And once again, it is 30 days, even for, as a member of for all the members. But if a member decided to leave the Mavros growth for more than 30 days, they are only given a grace of at least a maximum of a period of the grace of 5 days to ensure that the such a Mavro is being GH even from the system. However, if such a participant refuses to do this, a certain percentage of is expected to be implemented on such a growth of the Mavro, so that this will prevent subsequent leftover of the Mavro into the system after 30 days. So equally, for part of the solution that was adopted was again for just for a few months growth of the Mavro be increased with 30% to 40%, even 30%, 30 to 40% operation in terms of the contribution into even the system. And lastly, MMM, we try to let people be aware that MMM is not a bank, and there is a need even for constant flow of money in and out, because since it's not a bank, people need to realize that we are not keeping money in a particular central post, but this money is actually in the hands of the participant, and without the participant are the pioneer even of MMM. So not a central post where we keep even money, and this is a major factor that people need to be aware of in terms of the inflow and the outflow. And the people need to really be aware of the main ideology of MMM, how it works, the benefits, the referrals, especially the ideology, so that with a better acquaintance with the level of operation in MMM, then the system will be much more healthier, and things will keep running at the pace that we have expected it even to keep running. And with this, I have come even to the end of our presentation. Thank you. Our special thanks even goes to God, and long live MMM, long live Saj Mavrodi, and special honor as well is being given to our mentor, equally Mr. Paul. And this circle is batch 17-0303. Hello? 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 Hello?
Mr.
I'm
Wenga,
not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, hello, sir.
I'd like the please.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, I can hear you, sir.
Okay. Your tax 7. That is the last tax. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Kindly go over it again. Okay. you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, you said what?
For the tax 7. Okay.
Okay.
I want you to go over tax 7.
I should go over. Okay. To start tax 7 again.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, the solution. Just tell me the solution for tax 7 again.
Okay,
The
for
way
the
you have it.
solution. Okay. Just like I said, for the solution in tax 7, what we decided to do is to ensure that a restart does not. We just need to encourage people. That's the major solution that we have in tax 7 to create a proper publicity of the restart mode. But we decided to let people be aware that a restart does not really means a collapse or the crash of MMM. So, but the best solution option here is to fall back to the publicity that we initially engaged even in prior before now, to those that lost money, to create an awareness, to let them be aware that the situation about the situation, the system, that this is a kind of something that we cannot do without. It is inevitable, even at this time, to do a restart, even to the system, knowing fully well that people that contributed one way or the other with their spare money, definitely those people that didn't compare, grow up with their spare money and that have lost even something. We need to reorientate them to ensure that they should participate with their spare money, because this is a major focal each time the campaign is being launched, that each participant should participate with their spare money. And 2, we need to invite the guidance of other countries that knows more about restarting the system, because they are well experienced. So we need to bring them in to let them retrain the guidance and refocus the system to ensure that factors that come the current situation for the restart is properly highlighted, and coming up with this experience from other countries, and it was able to discover that human factor and human nature are one of the things that actually caused the restart mode that we need to do. And equally, secondly, to ignore, we cannot ignore the fact for the risks that is involved even in it, and the unbalance on the balance situation of both the pH and the GH, knowing fully well that in MMM setting, the pH should be more, even more compared to the GH. Otherwise, if there is no bridge of the equilibrium there, it's going to affect even the system, because if many people are GHing more than the pH, the system would definitely run into a rancor. So has been started returning. When the confidence has started returning, then we start considering again with the intensity, the incentive that is usually introduced. Just like during a festive period, a promo will be run, maybe 10% or 2%, depending on the rationale in the budgetary plan that we have. So such incentive is going to be introduced based on the level of parameter that is going to be introduced into the system. And we need to educate even guardians this time not to focus basically more on the bonuses that is being accrued even to them, but rather to teach people, especially their downlines, the true ideology of MMM and not a high yield investment program as many people even thought it was. So we have to put a check on Mavro that exceeded 30 days. So because many people decided to leave their Mavro to grow beyond even 30 days. So these are part of the factors that actually contributed even to the current even situation. So there is going to be a checker even in the system to cripple or to stop even any Mavro that exceeded even 30 days. But in this manner, a grace of 5 days is going to be given that there's such a Mavro in the system should there should be a kind of a depreciative value that is going to be proportionate to the leftover Mavros that is beyond 35 days, because we are considering a 5 days grace. So more so for the few months growth of Mavro that was increased with 30 to 40 or 40% operative to give more contribution even into the system. So in this manner, if the Mavro increases with 30% to 40% in terms of string owed back into the system, this equally will serve as a kind of a leverage to bring a kind of revival, to the system. And again, the last point there that we raised is that that MMM is actually not even a bank. So there is need for a constant inflow of money put in and out. So each time people, the participant, PH, when they are GHing, there must be a recycling of money back into the system. Anybody that GH must PH even back. So considering both in and out, in and out, in and out, so if the flow of in and out into the system will definitely allow the system to be sustainable. So
okay, I'm still listening.
Okay, so I've come to the end of the presentation, and long live MMM, and long live Saj Mafrodi, and long live all of our amiable top guidance in the system. And we give a special thanks to the mentor of the group as well.
Okay, that was a good one. Right. Why I asked you to go back to the tax 7 was I wanted to be sure on the points you raised concerning increasing Marvel to 40% instead of 30%. So I wanted to be clear on that. But that was what I told you. So I got you now. So if you really tried, congratulations to Seco 3. Sorry, Seco 4, please. Sorry. Seco 4. Sorry about that. Congratulations to you guys. You guys really tried. I must commend your effort. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Really a good presentation from
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah. So, I'm so sorry, our time is fast spent. So I will not be able to listen to more presentations. So we're going to continue tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to continue. So, please, the issue of this network that I told you guys from the beginning, it shouldn't be an excuse. Okay, and for when you sign in for the school, you know that you're going to be using the internet a lot, so it's expected that you put some things. Okay, it's so tomorrow we'll continue the presentation, please, and the time is 9 p.m. as usual. So presenters and group leaders should kindly try as much as possible to put things in place so we can have presentation. All right. Thank you guys. You do have a good
Hello,
night,
sir.
and congratulations once
Hello, Mr.
again
Paul.
to yeah,
Hello, sir. I'm the presenter
yeah.
for Secretary. To finish because of the network. Finish it tomorrow.
Okay. We'll talk about that tomorrow, please. Our time is fast, but okay.
All right, no problem, sir. Thank you.
All right. So see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night
All
rest.
right.
Same with you, sir.
Hello, sir.